Anytime we talk of mental health, we usually think of the big terms such as schizophrenia, major depressive disorder, anxiety, and others. But those are mental illnesses, and they are different from mental health. We'll be taking a look at that shortly. So let's get talking. Welcome back. My name is Sianoki. I'm a Ghanaian clinical psychologist who is passionate about the issues of mental health, and so I make videos on them and daily life concerns. Kindly support me by subscribing to my channel, and please like this video. Mental health has been defined by the WHO as a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to their community. All that this definition is trying to let us know is that mental health goes beyond showing signs and symptoms of mental illness. It is about the way we think, the way we feel, the way we act. It also concerns the way we interact with the people and our environment, and how we are able to deal or cope with stressful situations as and when they come. Now, let's compare our mental health to our physical health. When we wake up and we feel energized, we are able to work out, go about our daily activities, have a productive day without any pain. We are able to say that we are physically fit. However, every now and then we may fall ill, and based on the signs and symptoms that we show, we'll go and run a test, and we may have a diagnosis such as malaria, which is a popular illness in Africa. Now, what do? We take steps, take our medications. If it's supposed to be an injection, we take our injection, rest, eat properly, so that we'll be able to get back on our feet. That is the same with mental illness. Every now and then, we may struggle with our mental health or have challenges with our mental health because life happens. We face difficult and stressful situations. But when we exhibit signs and symptoms of mental illness, that is when we are able to diagnose a particular condition as a mental illness. So when we look at our depression video, for instance, we talked about the signs and symptoms of depression. And as mental health professionals, we use the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, which is the DSM, in diagnosing and treating mental illness. So if the symptoms that you are showing falls under a category and is been persistent for a period, that is when we are able to say that you have a mental illness. It is important to note that mental health and mental illness are two different entities. An individual may be living with mental illness, but the person can have a good mental health. That is because the person may be receiving treatment, and the person may be accessing the necessary tools and having the social support to deal with their condition. On the other hand, an individual may not have a mental illness at all, but then the person can have a very poor mental health. That is because the person is unable to deal with all the stresses and challenges of life. Having a good mental health does not necessarily mean that everything is perfect for you, that you are this happy, good person, 100% confident you have no problem at all. It means that despite the stresses and challenges of life, you are able to cope perfectly, and you are able to live your best life as much as possible. Just like physical illness, not everyone will have physical illnesses such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and others. But then every now and then we may fall ill. We may get some cold, we may get some malaria, some diarrhea. That is the same with mental health. Not everyone will have mental illness, but everyone will struggle or have a challenge with their mental health. Why? Again, because life happens. We face stressful situations. In our interaction with other people, we are from different backgrounds. We may get hurt, we may get disappointed, we may feel down. We get to a point where we feel that life is not worth living. But then we have that ability to pick ourselves up, hold our heads up, and keep moving regardless. And that is what this channel seeks to achieve. So kindly support me by subscribing to my channel. Anytime we hear of mental health, we think it's for a particular group of people, or it is something strange. I hope with the videos that I've been making, you now understand that mental health is for all of us, and that mental health is as important as our physical health. In our next video, we'll be looking at the reciprocal relationship between our physical health and our mental health. And we'll also be taking a look at how we can take care of our mental health. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, like this video, and share with friends and family if you find it helpful. Until I see you again, keep enjoying all the inspirational videos that will come in. Keep staying safe and stay blessed. Hi fam, making this sit-down videos is definitely not easy. Thank you so much for all the love, for all the support. The last video that I did, the encouragement was massive. Anytime I'm sitting, I'm like, hey, I have some subscribers waiting for me, so I need to do something, So thank you so much. God